Gotta be something different. You must be made for.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Kennedy. It's been a while. I feel like we go through this every few months, but forgive me. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. I hope that you guys are doing well. So the purpose of this video is really mainly like a life update, but we're gonna cover a few different chapters. I recently posted an Instagram video and I was so nervous about using my actual voice because I feel like my voice is pretty deep for a girl or a lady. But a subscriber of mine was like, I really miss your YouTube videos, your voice is so calming, and I hope you make a video soon. And I'm like, okay, just because of you, I'm gonna make this video. And to also inform others that they're not alone. I'm here. I go through life obstacles, and hopefully I just inspire somebody and let them know they're not alone. I want to talk about my career first. In my last video, I mentioned how I started my first corporate job and I moved to a whole new state that I never lived in before. And I just want to rewind for a minute, because sometimes we're so focused on what's ahead and what we need to do and want to do, but sometimes I think it's good to reflect on where we were and how God came into the mix and spiced it up. When I say spice it up, he spices it up, okay? So I just want to go back to I graduated college in 2021, and it's kind of hard finding a job. Everybody else has a bachelor's degree, or a lot of people do, or they have more experience, or they have a master's, so it's really competitive. There was this company that I won't name. They're based out of Dallas, Texas, a very huge company, and I knew a family friend that worked there, hoping she could put me on. So I applied to, I don't know if it was a marketing department or sales, but I went through an extensive round of interviews, and I got to maybe like the 4th interview, and the recruiter informed me that the company was hesitant on choosing me because I have a business. And this department store sells jewelry, but they're not known for their jewelry. So whatever. So I even wrote them a letter saying I was trying to not compete. I was gonna put my business on hold to get this job. They told me no. I'm distraught. Like, okay, fine. I have a business and that's hindering me from getting a job. Okay. So maybe like 3 months later, the recruiter reached out to me. She was like, hey Kennedy, you know, I remember you're a business owner and you're an influencer, and because of your knowledge and experience, there's a position they're opening up, and basically my job would be to recruit influencers to promote this company's makeup line, right? So I'm like, oh, this sounds better than what I applied for. Okay, guys, making a way. I'm really excited. She thought about me. She reached out to me, went through the interview, still didn't get it. How you gonna reach out to me and I don't get the job? So at this point, I'm just like distraught. Like, it's a remote job. I was minding my business, and y'all come reach out to me. Y'all tell me no again, back to back. Like, that's crazy. Whatever. So my mentor saw a internship opening, and she was like, Kennedy, apply to this, right? Mind you, I was working at a dental office at the time, a racist dental office, honey. And it was the last day to apply, so I really didn't give it much thought. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll apply. But I never thought to even work for a company like this. It just wasn't on my radar, so whatever. I applied, I interviewed, and I got the internship. This is my first internship, and I'm a graduate. But what saved me is I'm in grad school, so they only accept students. So I'm like, yes. So I'm really excited. I moved to the city temporarily for the summertime. I do the internship. I'm just rocking, right? I was over the mobile app for this. Oh wait, I was working on the mobile app for this company, and all the interns are now discussing like, hey, did I get an offer? Did I get an extension for the internship? So my manager and I have a conversation, and she's like, do you want an internship extension? I'm like, yes, I want a full-time job. And she's like, oh, you do? Let's just see what we can do to get you on board, right? So a week after I left. Before I left the internship, they posted the job opening for what I was interning in, and then I applied that same day, and then I came back to the state a week, maybe like a week later, because it was like a 5-hour drive. And mind you, I interviewed with 5 people. 4 of them I worked with on a day-to-day basis, and 3 of them were I interviewed 5 people. I worked with 4 people on a day-to-day basis, and 4 of them were remote and 1 was in person. I'm like, I could have did this from home. Whatever, I had the nice copy paper. I'm just like, oh, okay. I interned in this position, so like, I just know I'm gonna get it, right? So we did an interview. I feel like I'm eating it down. I'm doing my big one. I studied for this. So I didn't hear anything back. Checked the site, followed up, checked the site for 4 weeks, didn't hear anything back, and they filled the role. Now mind you, they don't owe you any explanation. Nobody owes you anything in life. I was distraught. One day, I'm hanging out with family, talking about my aspirations, and someone who was really close to me, well, y'all don't know them, but made a comment saying that, a smart comment like, oh, it's gonna take you another 4 years to get a job. And when I tell you, I was so hurt. Like, I'm actively applying for other jobs. I just completed this internship. Like, how dare you say that to me as if I'm not trying? I said, bet, I got something for you. That maybe like 3 days later, I lock in, I look at the company I want to work for, I apply to their job, and God was telling me, only tell one person about this job you're interested in, because this person is your mentor. This person can help you. Don't tell anybody else. I feel like sometimes we run our mouths saying too much too fast, and we ruin what's coming, right? So I'm like, all right, God, you said don't say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I applied for this job in December, went through the screening in January, went through 2 rounds of interviews, and I got the job offer in March. My mom didn't know I was applying. My friends didn't know. I was practicing interviews for 3 weeks every day. And that was just the best feeling. Like, that was really the moment where I'm like, okay, God. Like, I was able to actually feel when he's saying don't say anything and just trust me and just keep putting in the work. I was actually doing it. And now I'm working for the company that I wanted to work for. I'm in a much better position than where I thought I wanted to be with those previous jobs. So there's that. God's spicing it up. Well, basically, I've been in this corporate job for 9 months, and 2 of my managers leave. Can you imagine starting a job and your team is full of 3 people and 2 of them leave? It's just you now. I was distraught, crying, nervous, scared. Locked in with my mentor. He helped me, you know, get my mind straight. It's like whenever I'm going through something, I need to cry. I need to like get it all out my system, and then when it's out my system, I'm locked in, because at that point, what am I gonna do? Because keep crying, I can't keep crying. I still have work to do. Stuff needs to get done, and all I can do is be the best me I can be and figure it out on the way. I'm only one person doing 3 people's jobs, so extend me some grace. But honestly though, I don't need validation from anybody else. I don't need people to be like, oh my God, you're doing so good. I know I'm doing good because I'm resilient. That's not an easy thing to do. Working 3 people's jobs and you're only 9 months into a corporate job that you've never had any experience in. That's current. Well, I'm gonna turn my phone off because sending emails after 5 o'clock is crazy. Do not disturb. All I'm saying is, if you can just do the best that you can and don't worry about what's not going right. I just saw a TikTok the other day when a lady was referencing when the little girl had a teddy bear and she really loved her teddy bear, and God was like, give me your teddy bear, because behind his back he had a large grandioso teddy bear. Give God your teddy bear and he'll give you something beyond your imagination. I don't know what God is doing in my life right now. That's not even my business to figure out. I'll see whenever all these opportunities present themselves to me. Which goes into our next chapter, dating. I'm not even gonna touch on this topic too much. This is my second time recording this video, by the way. I'm very private. I don't like my business being out there like that, and my emotions mean a lot to me, so it's my responsibility to take care of my feelings. All I'm gonna say is I have learned to expect people to disappoint me. I cannot expect people to think how I think or move how I move. There have been things that have been done where it's like, how could you do that to me? Like, I wouldn't even dare think about doing that to you. But people aren't you. And like, I've never been the type to care about money and stature. Like, oh, this NFL player or this rapper, like, I don't really care about that, because you can have all this money, but like, does he respect you though? Does he care about you? Do y'all have intellectual conversations, or is it small talk? Because I don't like small talk. I like intellectual conversation. I want us to think. I want to feel. I want to understand what you are thinking and what you are feeling, and vice versa. So, with that being said, I don't know who my husband is, and honestly, I don't have a boyfriend. You know, I'm single, but I'm just learning how to enjoy being single, and also enjoy the experiences that I come across, and accepting them for what they are, and appreciating them for what they are, have been, and will be. I've learned to not put all of my emotions in one person, and I also feel like it's not fair for me to have this level of expectation for them, because one, I don't know them, and for two, I feel like when you not saying don't have expectations for people, because I have a standard, of course, but it's not fair to put them on this level of, not a pedestal, but just not have so much high expectations for those, because leave room for disappointment. When I have kids, I know they disappoint me. Like, they're gonna do something, like you can't prevent that. You can do their best as parenting, but you can't prevent what they're gonna do. I disappointed my mom, my dad, growing, learning, and experiencing. So I'm not necessarily looking for a husband. You know, if someone pursues me, we go on dates or go on dates, but it's just gonna happen naturally, and I won't think twice about it, honestly. And that's just how it should be. But I for sure won't be settling, and I do have high expectations. Ooh, sheesh. Dating. Yeah, I feel like this year a lot has happened. I'm so grateful, I'm so blessed, and I just take it one day at a time. I do the best I can, the best way I know how. I'm open to learning, I'm open to feedback, and I know I'm gonna forever be good, because I have God in me. I can't fail. It's impossible for me to fail with God by my side. There are plenty of things I could probably be worrying about, but what is worrying gonna do? Nothing. That's not gonna make it go by faster or get you to where you want to be. Just figure out what you want to work on, and figure out how to become a better you For example, when I was living in my grandma's house, I would always pray like, God, I want a job, I want an apartment. But you can't even you can't even keep your little area clean, your bedroom clean. You don't make up your bed every day. You don't keep your bathroom clean. So how could he possibly bless you with an apartment and you can even keep the one space clean? So then I was like, okay, let me make up my bed. Like, let me act as if I already have more than what I want. You're praying for more money, but you're financially irresponsible with the money that you do have. So how can you expect him to bless you with more? You're gonna still have these same traits, these same characteristics, and the same habit, same pattern. So I'm not perfect. I do have things that I want to work on, and ultimately just continue to be the best me I can be every day. And just know it's gonna be okay. Nobody's perfect, and everything that glitter isn't gold. So whatever you see on social media, don't even dare compare what's going on, because you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. There were times where I was posting on Instagram, felt like I was dying on the inside. Like, you just have no idea. You have no idea. But I can say I'm in a good place. I'm doing the best I can. I would say I'm pretty happy. I mean, people hurt my feelings sometimes, but I think it's really me understanding, like, it's all, I think that's my fault. I had these high expectations for people that I shouldn't have even put their label on. And someone once told me, just listen to what people tell you, because they'll tell you who they are the first time. Listen to what they're telling you. That's all I'm gonna say. But I wanted to tell you that I love you. I'm very proud of you, and you're doing a really great job. Even if you don't think that you are, just think about how far you've come. And I know you're doing a great job because you're still here. So if you ever need anything, just comment down below or slide into my DM on Instagram. Don't be scared, we're friends. And yeah, I hope that I was able to help you today. And shout out to my friend who encouraged me to make this video, who commented on my Instagram. I did it for you and others. But, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at _Emery. And thanks for those who are still rocking with me based on my inconsistency. I'm working on life balance. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.